This is the Chiarian Barbarian, coming to you live from our home gym called the Sweat Lodge, what is perhaps the ugliest home gym in America. What's that? Why are you pointing? Oh, okay. Oh my God, stop. Hi, welcome to the Balanced Issue Olympics. I'm here representing Team Vertigo. I'm going to explain to you how I deadlift even though I have vertigo on occasion. 3 ways, 2 different spots you can use, and then I do something funky with some resistance bands and a rack. Ha! Or it's better to lift when you're having symptoms. It's better to lift with a grown-up. I couldn't find one, so I dragged Goat into this mess. First, let me contain this shrubbery. The problem with vertigo, if you've never had it, well, let's say you don't have a neurological condition and you're watching this anyway, because the 4 of you have nothing better to do. Think about a time that you got super trashed, so trashed, and you're laying in bed and you got the bed spins. Do you remember that? That's vertigo. And some of us actually walk around with that, living our lives, doing our things, and you can even lift with it, because the perception of it is actually a lie. It's telling you, your perception's telling you that the room is spinning and that nothing is where you think it is. But that's just a lie. Okay, so this is how I deadlift, even though I might have a night with vertigo. Hang on just a second. Let's contain this shrubbery first. Alright, so you can see what's going on. Goat is going to provide adult supervision. I have no shortage of friends that will come over just in case to witness a possible calamity. If you have vertigo and you're lifting, we're in the House of Barbarian right now. Not in a public facility. If you are in a private gym, in a private home, I would recommend that you have a babysitter. Some of you wouldn't want to go to these lengths to get your deadlift work done, and that's fine. For those of you like me who are stubborn as a set-down jackass, however, there's things you can do to make sure you get your deads done. Also remember, when I start lifting 20-25 minutes into it, my symptoms either get greatly alleviated or they disappear sometimes. So there's no reason for me, I don't feel, to not report for duty to do my deads. Alright, Goat, ready? You're gonna hold my shoulders while I deadlift. Alright? I haven't started deadlifting yet, but thank you. I like the proactive attitude. Alright, so here's what's happening. First of all, I want to point out, you probably can't see it, but these 5-pound plates keeping the bar from rolling. The last thing you want when you have vertigo and you're trying to deadlift is the bar shucking and jiving all over the floor. That is the last thing you want. So use plates to keep it from rolling anymore. You got enough going on, you don't need that. So, if Goat would be so kind to just hold my shoulders, vertigo lies about where your body is in space in relation to other objects. A lot of times I'll think I'm 6 inches this way, when I'm really 6 inches that way. Try to reach for things, and they're not where you think they are. The problem with vertigo is you cannot seem to tell where your body is based on your perception. So you don't know where you are in relation to other objects. If you have some slight pressure on your upper body, you know where your upper body is. So now I'm going to just deadlift with a spotter on my shoulders. Ready? All right. The next spot, he's going to have his hands on my rib cage. Both hands on the rib cage. We don't do the shoulder and rib cage situation. Both hands are on the rib cage. I understand that you may not want to ask someone at the gym to do this. And for chicks, if they slide around the front, that's a no-go. That's not a real spot. On the rib cage. Now things get weird. You're dismissed, thank you. The lovely goat, everyone. This is where things get strange. If you don't have a spotter, and you are stubborn, like I am, you can use really light resistance bands to tell you where you are in space in relation to the rack. So, these are really light. They're 15 pounds. I've done this myself. The pressure isn't enough to keep me from getting strong. It's not helping me lift the weight. It's only helping me to inform me where I am in relation to space. So that is 3 ways you can do it, even if you have vertigo. And that is my submission for today. One last thing I forgot to mention. The best strategy, regardless of which spot you use, resistance bands, another humanoid, I recommend that you have a seat right behind you, or like this, I've set another bar up to lean against after I've done my set. Second thing that I forgot to mention is this is mine. There are many like it, but this one is mine. Always put fabric in your trash can to prevent splatter if you puke. I put it right there, just in case. Because I don't do cardio, and I'm not running for the toilet. That's out. And trying to make it to the front door, that's also out. This just provides me a little stress management, so I don't have to worry about what's going to happen if I blow chunks during my deadlift workout. Because with vertigo and those bed spins, for you partiers back in the day, you know how bad it can be, and you know how much nausea can come with it. So I just keep it there, just so I don't have to worry about that. Got enough to worry about.